Life lessons men often learn to late ancient Eastern wisdom. There are three things in life that never return: time, words, and the opportunity. So don't waste time, choose your words carefully, and never miss a chance that matters. If people speak behind your back, it only means you're ahead of them. We live two lives. The second begins when we realize we only have one. Too often, we ignore our own lives while focusing on others. But before seeking revenge, remember, hatred digs two graves. Defeat teaches 1,000 lessons, while victory only teaches one. If you feel depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're stuck in the future. Only in the present can you find peace. Even the longest journey starts with a single step. A healthy man desires many things, a sick man only wants to be well. Clear your thoughts without bad thoughts. There are no more bad deeds. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right either way. Learn like someone who always fears losing what they've gained. Don't judge another's problems when your own remain unsolved. Hatred signals defeat. Trusting your friends and getting hurt is better than living in fear of betrayal. Appear weak when you're strong, and strong when you're weak. Flattery is a trap, honest feedback is a gift. To see the right thing and avoid doing it, that's cowardice. When the caterpillar thinks life is over, the butterfly begins. Trying to walk two paths only leads nowhere. He who is content is truly wealthy. A wise person uses things, a foolish one is used by them. Real leadership comes from example, not force. Even the sharpest sword rusts in salt water. Human nature is flawed, but goodness is earned through conscious effort. Even in chaos, opportunity lives. Lead by following. When anger rises, remember the consequences. To know your enemy, you must understand him. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Opportunities grow when seized. The funniest people often hide the deepest sadness. Let go of who you are, and you might discover who you can be. Moving mountains begins with moving small stones. Whoever wishes to fight must first count the cost. Subtlety in the silence can shape fate. True words aren't always pleasant, and the pleasant words aren't always true. The cleverest warrior wins with ease, not struggle. Live for others' praise, and you become their prisoner. Ancient people spoke little because they valued staying true to their word. You must believe in yourself. Nothing is softer or more flexible than water, but nothing can resist it either. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Actions become habits. Habits shape character, and the character determines destiny. Great outcomes are often achieved through small efforts. Wisdom avoids extremes. True greatness lies in keeping a childlike heart. We take advice in drops, but give it away in buckets. Reflect deeply before you act. Knowledge doesn't always bring ease, it can bring complexity. If what you say isn't better than silence, say nothing. Ultimate excellence lies not in defeating every opponent, but in winning without a fight. Nature never rushes, yet everything is accomplished. Do not do to others what you don't want done to yourself. Justice may be slow, but it is precise. Life begins at birth and marches toward death. To define the future, study the past. Loving your enemies is harder than loving your friends, but it's a deeper kind of wisdom. Knowledge is treasure, but practice is the key. You can only break bad habits today, not tomorrow. Those who know don't always speak. Those who speak often don't know. Never fully trust someone who has nothing to lose. Find work you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. Plan while things are simple. Start big things while they're still small. Talking too much leads to mistakes. Life is simple, we just make it complicated. If your strength is spread everywhere, it becomes weak. Don't resist life's changes, they are a part of the flow. The past can't be fixed, but tomorrow can be shaped. Victory over others brings power. Victory over yourself brings fearlessness. Give a man food, and you feed him for a day. Teach him to grow food, and he can thrive. Weakness comes from strength, fear from courage, disorder from order. Stop seeking, and you may finally find what you need. It doesn't matter how slow you go, as long as you don't stop. Beware of sugar that's laced with poison, or of a fly that sat on a dead snake. People die easily because they cling too desperately to life. Those who don't understand war can't fully understand peace. Time is not something we lack, it's something we choose not to prioritize. A noble person blames himself, a lesser man blames others. In war and life, rigidity leads to failure. Fill a bowl to the top and it spills. Sharpen a blade too much and it dulls. Friends are the siblings chosen by the soul. Light a single candle instead of cursing the darkness. Every living creature will fight when threatened. Those who know but pretend not to are wise. Those who pretend to know but don't are fools. Tell me, and I'll forget. Show me, and I might remember. Involve me, and I'll understand. Worry about others' opinions, and you'll always be their prisoner. Digging a well but stopping before reaching water makes the effort meaningless. Even failure can become profit, and even gain can be a loss. Awareness of right and wrong is the root of wisdom. Too many desires lead to misfortune. Not being content leads to disaster. Don't fight evil in the world before confronting it within yourself. To complain doubles the pain. To laugh at hardship weakens its hold. The best way to rise above those who offend you is to forgive them. Wisdom comes through reflection, imitation, and the painful experience. Truth is not always beautiful. Beautiful words aren't always true. People struggle not because they can't but because they don't act. The person who has you controls you. Be content with what you have. When you realize nothing is missing, the world belongs to you. Roads are for traveling, not for standing still. Never say never. Life moves fast, and nothing stays the same. Your life becomes what your thoughts make it. We gain through loss and lose through gain. No more matter how busy you are, find time to read or accept a life of self-chosen ignorance. When you let go of who you are, you discover who you can be. Happiness is being understood. Greater happiness is being loved. Deepest happiness is to love. Temperance is the beginning of virtue, and the virtue is the root of moral strength. Sometimes we see much but miss what matters. The snow goose stays white without bathing. Bathe yourself, and that's enough. True wisdom is knowing what you don't know. Respect yourself, and the others will follow. If you lack faith in yourself, life will not have faith in you. What seems good to one may be evil to another. There are only three treasures worth keeping: simplicity, patience, and the compassion. To be deeply loved gives you strength. To deeply love gives you courage. The path is near, yet people search far. The truth is easy, yet people make it hard. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Forget the harm, remember the kindness. The unwilling soul is blind to truth. The greedy soul sees only what it wants. Beauty is everywhere, but not everyone sees it. The path of truth is open to all, but few seek it. A man without shame becomes truly shameless. Be flexible, and you'll stay strong. Be humble, and you'll remain full. Be worn down, and you'll be renewed. Chase two rabbits, and you catch neither. Health is the greatest wealth. Contentment, the greatest treasure. Confidence, the greatest friend. A thrill becomes a path when used often, but it vanishes when abandoned. It's easy to hate but difficult to love. That's why good things take effort, and bad things come too easily. True understanding comes without trying. Seeing does not always require eyes. Action does not always require effort. Learning without thought is wasted. Thought without learning is dangerous. Treat others as you wish to be treated, and you will find true kindness. Success is as risky as failure. Hope can feel as empty as fear. Those who act with virtue don't label themselves as moral. That is why they truly are. If you make a mistake and don't correct it, that's the real mistake. A sage leads by lowering himself, and he steps behind to move ahead. The one who offends you may take your negativity and give you their strength. A good man teaches the bad, a bad man challenges the good. Learn as if you may fail. Work as if you fear falling short. Embrace solitude or you'll never understand your strength. A book always has something to teach. Suppressing nature leads to suffering. Be yourself, don't compare, don't compete. That's the key to true respect. True courage is not dying but daring to live. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising each time we fall. Great men stay true to what matters and they don't rely on rules to define them. Don't worry if people don't recognize you, just become someone worth knowing.